Good morning, students. Today, under the chapter Lines and Angles, fifth video I am giving to you. I am going to record it. You might have seen all the first four videos of Lines and Angles. In that, all the basic terms of geometry, their definitions, about the parallel lines, transversal, different types of angles, and which are the angles formed when the two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. All these we have seen. And in the last video, some problems related to the parallels in the transversal. That means two parallels are given, intersected by transversal. One of the angle is given, and how to find out the remaining angle. This also we have seen. And some more problems related to parallel lines we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, let me go for one problem. Look at this. Say, these are the two parallel lines. I call them as AB and CD are the parallel lines. And this is a perpendicular. I call MN is a perpendicular. MN is perpendicular to CD, or I can say MN is perpendicular to AB. Okay, everywhere it is 90 degree. Okay. Here is another transversal. Here is another transversal. Okay, I will call it as NP. Okay. What is given? This angle is given PND. This angle is given 130 degree. Okay. Let me write what are the given things for you. Let me write AB is parallel to CD. MN is perpendicular to CD. MN is perpendicular to CD. PN is a transversal. Okay. Angle PND is equals to 130 degree. Find what are the angles you have to find. Find angle APN. Find angle APN. First angle. Find angle this MPN. Find angle MPN. Find this angle, that is PNC. Find angle PNC. Okay, these three angles you have to find. My dear children, there are so many different ways to solve this problem. You can apply the property of parallels and transversal. So many different angles are formed, and you can solve by any method. But one of the method I will tell you. Even if you have any alternate method, definitely you can go with it. But proper steps must be there, and proper reasoning must be there. Reasons are very important. They are belongs to which group of angles, what type of angles they are. That reason has to be. Okay, what I will do, which part I will focus, that one you have to see. First, let me find this angle. Okay. See, these are the two parallel lines. And this is a transversal. Can I say this angle and this angle are equals to each other? See, parallel line, transversal. These are called as alternate interior angles, like this. See, they are called as here is the transversal. So these two are called as alternate interior angles. When this is 130, this is also equals to 130. I will write that. Okay. How to solve? Let me write. AB is the solution starts from A. AB is parallel to CD. PN is a transversal. Therefore, angle PND is equals to this angle is equals to this angle, that is APN is equals to angle APN. This is because alternate interior angles. So which angle is known? PND is known 130. Therefore I can say angle APN also equals to 130 because alternate angles are equals to each other. This is what I can find this angle very easily. These two are called as linear pair of angles. Sum of these two is equals to how much? 180 degree. When this is 130, definitely this is 50 degree. How to write? Further, angle APN, this angle plus this angle. How to write this angle? I can write MPN plus angle MPN is equals to 180 degree. This is because of linear pair axiom. Which angle is known? APN is known 130 plus angle MPN is equals to 180. Therefore, angle MPN is equals to 180 minus 130. Answer is equals to 50 degree. I can say. Therefore, angle MPN is equals to 50 degree. That is the second angle what we have found. I want to find this. My dear children, I am having so many different ways to find this angle. See, I will tell you. Can I say these two, sum of these two is equals to 180 because they are called as co-interior angles. Sum of these two is always equals to 180. So when this is 130, this is 50. This is one way of you can find. I can say these two are called as alternate interior angles. See, parallel, transversal. So these two are called alternate interior angles. When this angle I found it as 50, this is also equals to 50. The second way of finding. Third way of finding, can I say sum of these two is equals to 180 because of linear pair axiom. And this is 130, this is 50. See, so many, plenty of different ways to solve it, to find the answer. Come on. Or I can do, I can use this. Or I can use this. Co-interior I will choose co-interior for the third. Or I can write, I will find this angle. I use this plus this is equals to 180. I will write angle APN plus angle. See, whenever we are using co-interior, the sum is 180. So we will use plus. This plus this is equals to 180. APN plus angle. This angle PNC. PNC is equals to 180. The reason is co-interior angles. Okay, which angle is known? APN is known 130. You have found it. 130 plus angle PNC is equals to 180. Therefore, angle PNC is equals to 180 minus 130. Therefore, angle PNC is equals to 50 degree. That is the end of the problem. This is a systematic way of solving the problem for which you can get complete 3 marks, or if it asks for 2 marks, complete 2 marks. So the steps are very important. With pakka reasons you write, then maybe you can get full marks. Okay, I will go for one more problem. Okay, students, here there are 2 more problems. Okay, again these two can be solved by using property of parallel lines only. Let us see. The first among those two, what is given? AB and D are parallel to each other. These two are parallel to each other. Okay. Find angle BCD. This angle has to be found. My children, sometimes if you have not practiced, this problem will be a difficult problem to you. But sometimes they will give you the hint. But if the hint is not given also, you should be able to solve the problem. What is the hint? They will give you the example sometimes. Draw a parallel line to AB which passes through C. I will write it. Okay. Let me write under the construction. This is the additional construction I have to make. What is the extra construction? See here. For this AB, draw a parallel line here which passes through C. That means I should fulfill two things. First of all, I should draw a parallel line. I should draw a parallel line to AB, and that parallel should pass through C. I will call it as line MN. I will call it as MN. See, what is the construction? Draw MN parallel to AB which passes through point C. That means this line should pass through point C as well as parallel to A. Now listen to me. These two are already parallel. Now these two are parallel. That means all the three are parallel to each other. With this property of parallel lines, the problem will be solved very easily. Now ultimately I want to find this end. What are the different steps for me? Now see. I know these two are parallel. This is a transversal. Can you find this angle? Using the property of what? Co-interior angles, you can find this angle. Likewise, these two are parallel to each other. This is a transversal. Sum of these two is equals to 180. Can you find this angle? Now, sum of these three is equals to 180 because this is a straight line. Sum of these three is equals to 180. When these two angles are known, you can find this angle also very easily. Okay, but I will tell you how to solve using the proper steps. I can say the solution. See the solution. How I will start. Okay, angle ABC plus angle BCM. Angle BCM is equals to 180. This is because of co-interior angles. Sum of those two is equals to 180. Which angle is known? Angle B is known 100. 100 plus angle BCM is equals to 180. Therefore, angle BCM is equals to 180 minus 100, which is equals to 80 degree. You got one angle. BCM you got. This angle is known to you. This is 80 degree you got. Okay. Likewise, can I find this angle? Come on, how to write? Angle, after this you can start from here. Angle EDC plus EDC means this angle plus this angle BCN is equals to 180 degree. Sum of these two is equals to 180. Again, the reason is co-interior angles because of co-interior angles. Which angle is known? This is known. EDC is known. I can write 120 plus angle DCN is equals to 180. Therefore, angle DCN is equals to 180 minus 120. I can call it as 60 degree. This angle I came to know, I have found it is 60. Now, last, I want to find this angle. You can say sum of these three is equals to 180 because this is a straight line. The last part of the solution, I can say angle. See, I can start this angle plus this angle plus this angle. Angle MCB plus this angle. BCD plus angle BCD plus angle this. DCN is equals to 180 because what is the reason? Because MN is a straight line. Because I will write the reason here. This is because MN is a straight line. MN is a straight line. Okay. What are the angles known to you? MNB. MNB how much? MCB. MCB, that is 80 degree. I will write here 80 plus. This angle is not known. BCD plus. This is known. DCN. What is that? DCN. DCN is 60 degree. This is 60 degree is equals to 180. Adding these two are getting 140. Angle BCD plus 140 degree is equals to 180. I can write therefore angle BCD is equals to 180 minus 140, that gives you 40 degree. That is the end of the problem. See, children, this is I can say a very important problem from the examination point of view. Because if they have not given the construction also, we should remember that point whenever this problem is given. See, they are parallel, but you need a common parallel for them, so that you can apply the property and you can solve the problem. This is, I can say, one of the important problem from the examination point of view. Okay, I will come to this. One of the simple problem. First let us discuss, then I will solve it. Come on. What is given? Focus on this. These two are the parallel lines. They are the parallel lines. This angle is given 110 degree, this angle is given 45 degree. That's all. Find. There are so many angles they have asked. My dear children, you can find every angle. I will only first tell you how you can find. See here. These are the two parallel lines. This is a transversal. So when this is a 45, can you say this is also 45? Whatever they ask, you will see later. Do not bother about it. I will show you all the angles. Listen first. When this is 45, this is also 45 because alternate interior angles. When this is 45, you can find this angle because they are called as linear pair of angles. You can find this angle. Okay. When this is 110, can you find this angle? Because they are called as co-interior angle. The sum is 180. When this is 110, this is 70. When this is 70, can you find this angle? They are alternate interior angles. So this is 70, this is also 70. This angle is known, this angle is known. Can you find out this angle? You can find every angle. What they ask, you will see it. But I have told you, every angle can be found by not only with one method, minimum with two methods you can find every angle. Let me solve this problem. Come on. But only thing you should know, what are the different types of angles and what is the relation between them. If you know those two things, you can solve any problem. You can find anything. Come on. Okay. What they ask? Find ABR. ABR. This angle they ask first. Come on. This angle they ask first. What property I can use? Sum of these two is equals to 180 degree because of the co-interior angles. You can start from here. Otherwise you can first find this angle, which is angle ABC. They ask me ABC also. Yes, you can find that first. See, either you find this first using alternate interior angles, then find this. Or first to find this using the co-interior angles and find this one in the same. Okay, I will start with this one. Come on. How I can start? Angle PAB, this angle. Angle PAB plus angle ABR. this angle, ABR. Angle ABR is equals to 180. This is because what? Co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. Okay. Their sum is 180. One angle is 45 plus angle ABR is equals to 180. Transfer 45 to that side. Therefore, angle ABR is equals to 180 minus 45. That gives you 135 degrees. See, you got this angle as 135. Can I find this angle? Come on, ABC. You are having two methods to find ABC. Directly you can start from here to here, or you can take these two angles. One angle, say, I will find angle ABC first. Okay, I will write angle PAB. This angle is equals to this angle because of alternate interior angles. Okay, angle PAB is equals to angle ABC. Is equals to angle ABC. This is because alternate interior angles or alternate interior axiom, one and the same. Okay, when those two are equal, so I can say angle ABC is equals to 45 degrees. If you take these two angles also, you are getting the same answer. Sum of these two is equals to 180. 180 minus 135 gives you 45. Okay, what I want next? QAC I want. QAC, my dear children, this has to be found. Very simple. Sum of these two is equals to 180 because of the co-interior angles. Come on, how to write? Angle QAC. Angle QAC plus wherever you are getting co-interior angles, add it because the sum is 180. They are supplementary angles. QAC, this angle plus ACS. Angle ACS is equals to 180. That is because of co-interior angles. Co-interior angle. The sum is 180. Come on, which angle is more? This angle is 180. ACS is 110. Angle QAC plus 110 degree is equals to 180 degree. Therefore, angle QAC is equals to 180 minus 110. That gives you 70 degree. That gives you 70 degree. 180 minus 110 gives you 70. You got this angle also 70. What else left? BAC. This is left. BAC. Very simple. Sum of these two is equals to 180 because PQ is a straight line. Come on. I can find the last angle. My dear children, any angle can be found using the properties of the parallel lines and a transverse. Come on. I can write angle this. How to write this? PAB. Angle PAB plus this angle. How to write this angle? BAC. Angle BAC plus this angle. How to write? QAC or CAQ. One and the same, but A should come in the middle. Angle QAC is equals to 180. This is because PQ is a straight line. S means straight. PQ is a straight. Or simply PQ is a line. That's enough. PQ is a line. Come on. Let me substitute. This is 45 plus BAC not known. BAC not known plus QAC 70 is equals to 180. If you add them, you are getting 115. 115 plus angle BAC is equals to 180. Therefore, angle BAC is equals to, it is 180 minus 115. 65, 120, yes. Therefore, angle BAC is equals to 65. That is the end of the problem. This is how, my dear children, you can solve any problem using the properties of parallel lines. My dear children, this is the last problems of the today's discussion. Understanding the problem itself is very, very important rather than solving the problem. Okay, understand the problem first. What they say, this PQ and RS are the two mirrors. They are the two mirrors parallel to each other. They are the parallel mirrors. PQ is parallel to RS. They are mirrors and they are parallel to each other. And AB is an incident ray. In the class 8, in the chapter light, we have studied the laws of reflection. You know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This you know. Okay. So this is the incident. AB is the incident ray, and strikes the mirror at B. Strikes PQ at B. So incident ray strikes mirror PQ at B, and this is called a reflected ray. This is the reflected ray. And the reflected ray moves along BC. The BC is the reflected ray. Again, it is coming and strikes the mirror RS at C. Strikes the mirror RS at C. And this again reflects. Again, it reflects along the CD. So this is incident ray. This is reflected ray for at this particular point. And for this particular point, this is the incident ray and this is the reflected. This much is given, and just they asked to prove that these two are parallel to each other. My dear children, what is to be done for this? The solution will start from here. I need a construction. I need a construction. What is the construction required? The construction is, what I will do? I will draw the normals. You know what is a normal? I will draw a normal. Normal is always perpendicular to the base. Perpendicular. Here also I will draw a normal. Okay. You know that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Okay. Now, these are the two parallel lines. Listen very carefully. These are the two parallel lines. This is perpendicular to this. This is perpendicular to this. So these are the perpendiculars to the parallel lines. Listen very carefully. These are the two perpendiculars to the parallel lines. That means they must be parallel to each other. So I will write this. I will call this as BM and CN. I will write here BM and CN are the normals. They are the normals. That means perpendicular to base. Perpendicular to base. Okay. Now, these are the perpendiculars to the parallel lines. BM is perpendicular to PQ. CN is perpendicular to RS. CN is perpendicular to RS. And PQ is parallel to RS. PQ is parallel to RS. See, these are the two perpendiculars, but these two are parallel. These two are parallel. That means these two also must be parallel to each other. Therefore, I can say BM is also parallel to CN. Very simple. These two are perpendicular. These two are perpendicular. See these two are parallel. That means these two must be parallel to each other. BM and CN are parallel to each other. Now, this is first part. Now I will write BM is parallel to CN and BC is a transversal. BC is transversal. Transversal. So can I say these two angles are equals to each other. See, these are the parallel lines. This is the transversal. These two are called as alternate interior angles, and they are equal because the lines are parallel to each other. Let me call this as angle 1, this as angle 2. BC is the transversal, therefore I can say angle 1 is equals to angle 2. This is because alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Angle 1 is equals to angle 2. What I will do now? Let me slightly draw a figure in a neat manner so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay? Slightly I will draw the line correctly. Okay. This is, I will call it as point A, and this I will draw like this. Okay, this is my C. Okay, now angle 1 is equal to angle 2. What I will do? I will multiply angle 1 and 2 by 2. See, my dear children, this is very important point you have to notice. These two angles are equals to each other because you know that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, this is the normal, and you know that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. So these two angles are equal. Again here, for this particular point, this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, and these two angles are equals to each other. Angle I is equals to angle R. Okay, so what I will do here, multiply both sides by 2. I will multiply both sides by 2. That means 2 times of angle 1 is equals to 2 times of angle 2. Now see, 2 times of angle 1 means angle 1 plus angle 1. See, these two are equals to each other. I can call this also angle 1 and this is angle 2 and this is also angle 2. 2 times of angle 1, that means this angle. 2 times of angle 2, 2 times of angle 2, this angle. So 2 times of angle 1 means I can find angle, which angle? ABC. Angle ABC is equals to 2 times of angle 2, 2 times of angle 2. I can write BCD. Angle BCD. My children, this is the point you have to keep in mind. Multiply both sides by 2. Why I have to multiply? Because I want a full angle. This angle I want. So angle 1 is here. If I multiply by 2, one more angle 1 I can add. Angle 1 plus angle 1 gives you 2 times of angle 1. So it will be full angle from here to here. Angle 2. This much is angle 2. If I take 2 times of angle 2, one more angle 2 will be added. These two are equals to each other. And I can take this angle. I can take this angle as 2 times of angle 2. So what I got? Angle ABC. Angle ABC here to here is equals to angle BCD here to here. That what? These two angles are equals to each other. My dear children, now the point very important. What are these two? What are these two? See properly. What are these two? Don't say they are the parallel lines. No, because I have to prove it they are the parallel lines. I can say these are the two straight lines. I don't know they are parallel. I can say these are the two straight lines and this is a transversal. This is a transversal. What type of angles are these two? See, in my previous video I have told you whether they are parallel or not secondary. I can call them as alternate interior angles. They are alternate interior angles. Lines are parallel, non-parallel, immaterial. I can call them as alternate interior angles. But if the lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are equal. If the lines are not parallel, their angles are not equal. That much you should know. Okay, these are the two straight lines. This is a transversal, and I know that these two angles are equal. I know these two angles are equal. This is here. I I know that these two angles are equal. When the angles are equal means I can say line must be parallel to each other. If the lines are parallel, angles must be equal. If the angles are equal, lines must be parallel. What I can write? The writing part is very important now. I prove that this angle, is equals to this angle. But these are alternate interior angles. Don't get confused. The lines are parallel or lines are non-parallel. In both the cases I can say these are alternate interior angles. These are equal only when lines are parallel. Only when lines are parallel. They are equal. What are equal? The alternate interior angles are equal. The alternate interior angles are equal only when the lines are. Who told they are equal? We have proved here they are equals to each other. They are equal only when the lines are parallel. Already we know they are equal. So the lines must be parallel to each other. Therefore, see, these are equal. These are equal. When they will be equal? Only when the lines are parallel. Since we know that they are equal, I can say lines must be parallel. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD. That is the end of the problem. But children, this is how the problem is to be solved with proper steps, with proper reason. Then you can get full marks in the examination. Okay, this is all about the parallel lines and the transversal. My children, in the next video we are going to start one more part, that is the sum of the three angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degree